Yo, what's up everybody, it's Tree here, and let me tell you, I am so stoked for this video. We're about to embark on a wild ride to some of the most visually stunning, culturally rich places on this planet. We're talking about cities that will blow your mind, challenge your perspective, and leave you itching to book a one-way ticket. Are you ready to explore the most breathtaking cities around the globe? Join us as we dive into the top 10 most beautiful cities you must visit. Get those passports ready, pack your bags, and let's get this adventure started. Paris, man, it's Eiffel in love with this city. It's a cliché for a reason. It's simply towerific. The first time I saw the Eiffel Tower, I swear I almost dropped my camera. Talk about a photo opportunity. It's not just a tourist trap, it's a symbol, a symbol of art, of history, of love. It's the heart of the city, no detour. And the thing about Paris is, it's not just one thing. It's a whole croissant of experiences. You've got these grand boulevards, these tiny cobblestone streets, these hidden cafes where you feel like Hemingway might walk in any minute. It's a real page-turner. The Louvre, the Musée d'Orsay, street art in Belleville. This city breathes creativity. It's art fully done. It's in the way people dress, in the way they talk, in the way they savor a croissant and a coffee like it's the most important moment of the day. And then, the food. It's a real treat. Look, I'm a New Yorker, we know good food, but Paris? Paris is on another level. It's a culinary Eiffel. From the Michelin-starred restaurants to the little crêperies by the Seine, every bite is an explosion of flavor. It's a feast for the senses. But more than anything, Paris is about the feeling. It's a more than you can imagine. It's the feeling of walking hand in hand with someone you love along the Seine at night, the city lights reflecting in the water. It's a real light show. It's the feeling of getting lost in the Latin Quarter, stumbling upon a hidden courtyard, and feeling like you've stepped back in time. It's a real time travel experience. Paris gets under your skin, man. It stays with you. It's a city that truly towers above the rest. Hold on tight, because Tokyo is a sensory overload in the best possible way. This city is a wild mix of ancient temples and neon skyscrapers, peaceful gardens and bustling crowds. It's like stepping into the future, but a future that still respects its past. You can be walking down a street filled with flashing lights and giant anime figures, and then turn a corner and find yourself in a serene Zen garden, centuries old. One thing that blew me away about Tokyo was the food, dude. And I'm not just talking about sushi, although the sushi here is out of this world. We're talking ramen shops with lines down the block, tiny street food stalls with Michelin stars, and these incredible markets with the freshest seafood you've ever seen. Don't even get me started on the vending machines. You can get anything from a hot cup of coffee to a pair of underwear from a vending machine in Tokyo. It's insane. But what makes Tokyo truly special is the people. They're incredibly polite, respectful, and always willing to help, even if you don't speak a word of Japanese. The energy here is electric, but it's also incredibly safe and clean. It's like this city operates on a whole other level of efficiency and respect. Venice, man, it's like a city that shouldn't exist. I mean, it's built on water. Talk about making a splash. Canals instead of streets, gondolas instead of cars. It's a real flotilla. It's like something out of a dream or a movie set. Or maybe a water park. But it's real. And it's even more magical in person. The first time I stepped into a gondola and glided down the Grand Canal, I felt like I was transported back in time. Time travel, Venetian style. And the history here is palpable. You can feel it in the ancient buildings, in the art, in the stories that seem to emanate from the very stones of the city. Venice was once a major maritime power, a center of trade and culture, and that legacy is still visible today. You see it in the Doge's Palace, in St. Mark's Square, in the Rialto Bridge. It's a real bridge to the past. But Venice is not just a museum. It's a living, breathing city with its own unique culture and rhythm. You see it in the bustling Rialto market, in the gondoliers singing as they ferry passengers through the canals. They're really in tune with the city, in the small, family-run trattorias serving up delicious Venetian cuisine. It's a real feast for the senses. And then there are the smaller canals, the quieter corners of the city where you can get lost for hours just wandering and soaking up the atmosphere. It's amazing. It's in these moments when the crowds fade away and you're left alone with the sound of water lapping against the gondolas that you truly feel the magic of Venice. It's simply unforgettable. It's a city that stays with you long after you leave. Listen, I might be a little biased here, but New York City, it's the greatest city in the world. The energy, the grit, the hustle, it's like nowhere else. You walk down the street and you're surrounded by people from all walks of life, speaking every language imaginable. It's a melting pot of cultures, a symphony of chaos, and I wouldn't have it any other way. And the thing about New York is it's always changing. Every time I come back, there's something new to discover. A new restaurant, a new art exhibit, a new neighborhood that's suddenly the coolest place to be. It's a city that never sleeps, and it never gets old. From the iconic skyline to the hidden speakeasies, from Broadway shows to dive bars, New York has something for everyone. You can spend a day wandering through Central Park, catch a show in Times Square, grab a slice of pizza from a street vendor, and then dance the night away in a rooftop bar overlooking the city that never sleeps. And the people. New Yorkers are a breed apart. We're tough, we're resilient, we're always on the go. But we're also some of the friendliest, most welcoming people you'll ever meet. Just don't get in our way on the sidewalk. Barcelona, Spain. This city is a feast for the senses. From the stunning architecture of Antoni Gaudi to the vibrant street art scene to the mouth-watering tapas that will have you licking your fingers, Barcelona is a city that knows how to live. And let me tell you, the energy here is contagious. You can spend your days getting lost in the labyrinthine streets of the Gothic Quarter, marveling at the Sagrada Familia, or relaxing on the beach with a cerveza in hand. And the nights? The nights are for exploring the city's legendary nightlife, from flamenco shows to rooftop bars to underground clubs that go until dawn. But for me, Barcelona is all about the food. Tapas, paella, pinzos, churros con chocolate. I could eat my way through this city for weeks and still not try everything. And the best part is, you can find amazing food everywhere, from Michelin-starred restaurants to hole-in-the-wall bars. Just follow your nose and your stomach and you'll be in for a treat. And don't even get me started on the architecture. Gaudi's masterpieces, like Park Güell and Casa Batlló, are like nothing you've ever seen before. They're whimsical, they're colorful, they're unlike anything else in the world. Barcelona is a city that will inspire you, excite you, and leave you wanting more. Sydney. Man, this city has it all. Stunning beaches, iconic landmarks, a laid-back vibe, and some of the friendliest people you'll ever meet. From the moment I stepped off the plane, I felt that Aussie hospitality, that easygoing spirit that makes you want to kick back, relax, and soak it all in. And trust me, there's a lot to soak in. First off, the Sydney Opera House. It's even more impressive in person, this architectural marvel that seems to float on the harbor. Climbing the Sydney Harbour Bridge is another must-do, offering breathtaking views of the city, the harbor, and the iconic Opera House. But Sydney is more than just its landmarks. It's about the lifestyle. The beaches here are world-class, from Bondi Beach with its surfers and sunbathers to Manly Beach with its laid-back vibe. You can spend your days swimming, sunbathing, surfing, or just strolling along the sand, soaking up the sun and the salt air. And the food scene here? Don't even get me started. Sydney is a melting pot of cultures, and that's reflected in its diverse culinary offerings. From fresh seafood to Asian fusion to modern Australian cuisine, there's something to tantalize every taste bud. Amsterdam. This city is different, man. It's got this relaxed, tolerant vibe that you don't find everywhere. It's a city where you can be yourself, where you can explore your curiosities, where you can ride a bike without worrying about getting hit by a car. And that's just the beginning. First and foremost, Amsterdam is a city of canals. These waterways are the lifeblood of the city, and exploring them by boat is a must-do. Whether you opt for a canal cruise, rent your own boat, or even take a water taxi, you'll get a unique perspective of Amsterdam from the water. But Amsterdam is more than just its canals. It's a city with a rich history, a thriving arts and culture scene, and a liberal attitude that's both refreshing and inspiring. You can spend your days exploring world-class museums like the Rijksmuseum and the Van Gogh Museum, wandering through the charming Jordaan district, or simply relaxing in a coffee shop, enjoying the Amsterdam vibe. And then there's the nightlife. Amsterdam is known for its liberal attitude towards nightlife, and the city comes alive after dark. From cozy pubs to trendy clubs to live music venues, there's something for everyone in Amsterdam's nightlife scene. Cape Town, South Africa. This city is breathtaking, man. Nestled between the mountains and the sea, with Table Mountain looming overhead, Cape Town is a city that will take your breath away. The natural beauty here is simply stunning, but there's so much more to this city than just its looks. First things first, Table Mountain. You can't come to Cape Town and not experience this iconic landmark. Whether you hike to the top, take the cable car, or even abseil down, the views from Table Mountain are unforgettable. But Cape Town is more than just a pretty face. It's a city with a complex history, a vibrant culture, and a spirit of resilience that's both inspiring and humbling. You can spend your days exploring the colorful Bo-Kaap neighborhood, learning about the city's history at Robben Island, or sampling the local cuisine at one of the many restaurants serving up Cape Malay curries and fresh seafood. And then there are the beaches. Cape Town has some of the most beautiful beaches in the world, from Camps Bay with its white sand and turquoise waters, to Muizenberg with its colorful Victorian bathing huts. You can spend your days swimming, sunbathing, surfing, or even cage diving with great white sharks. Dubai, man. This city is like something out of a science fiction movie. Skyscrapers that pierce the clouds, man-made islands shaped like palm trees, indoor ski slopes in the middle of the desert. Dubai is a city of superlatives, a testament to human ambition and ingenuity. It's a city that pushes the boundaries of what's possible, and it does it with style. First and foremost, Dubai is about luxury. From the Burj Khalifa, the tallest building in the world, to the Burj Al Arab, the iconic sail-shaped hotel, Dubai is a city that spares no expense. You can shop at designer boutiques, dine at Michelin-starred restaurants, and stay in opulent hotels that cater to every whim. But Dubai is more than just a playground for the rich and famous. It's a city with a rich culture, a diverse population, and a fascinating history. You can explore the traditional souks, visit the Jumeirah Mosque, or learn about Emirati culture at the Sheikh Mohammed Center for Cultural Understanding. And then, there's the desert. Dubai is located in the middle of the Arabian Desert, and no trip to Dubai is complete without experiencing the magic of the dunes. You can go dune bashing, ride camels, or even spend a night under the stars at a desert camp.
Vienna, Austria. This city is like stepping back in time, but in the best way possible. It's a city of grandeur and elegance, of music and art, of coffee houses and palaces. Vienna is a city that whispers its stories, a city that invites you to slow down, savor the moment, and appreciate the finer things in life. First and foremost, Vienna is a city of music. This is the city of Mozart, Beethoven, and Strauss, and the legacy of these musical giants is everywhere. You can attend a concert at the Vienna State Opera, visit the Mozart House, or simply stroll through the streets, listening to the strains of classical music drifting from open windows. But Vienna is more than just its musical heritage. It's a city with a rich history, a vibrant arts and culture scene, and a certain imperial charm that's hard to resist. You can explore the Hofburg Palace, marvel at the treasures of the Kunsthistorisches Museum, or simply relax in one of Vienna's many coffee houses, enjoying a cup of coffee and a slice of Sachertorte. And don't even get me started on the food. Vienna is known for its hearty cuisine, from Wiener Schnitzel to Apfelstrudel to Sachertorte. And the best part is, you can find amazing food everywhere, from Michelin-starred restaurants to traditional Viennese Weissels. Just follow your nose and your stomach and you'll be in for a treat.
So there you have it, folks. 10 of the most stunning, vibrant, and unforgettable cities on the planet. Each one offering a unique blend of culture, history, and experiences that will stay with you long after you've returned home. We hope you enjoyed this journey through the most beautiful cities in the world. Which one will you visit first? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with your travel buddies.